행복을 교육을 통해 배운다는 것이 좀 생소하기도 해요.
What I teach in my courses, whether it was at Harvard or whether it's through the Happiness Studies Academy, are practical tools and techniques for people to become happier, providing them a path, a way to increase their levels of well-being, whether in their families, whether it's at work, whether it's today or in the future. It's a practical, applied, scientific method of becoming happier.
근데 또 아이러니한 거는 이렇게 많은 사람들이 행복을 배우려고 한다는 것.
네.
무엇보다도 전 세계에서 가장 성적이 좋은 학생들이 가는 하버드 대학교 학생들이 행복에 대해서 찾아야 되는 것조차도 스트레스이지 않을까. 그 질문도 드리고 싶었어요.
Yeah, you know, that's an interesting question because there's research by Iris Moss, she's a professor in San Diego, showing that people who wake up in the morning and say to themselves, I want to be happy, or happiness is an important value for me that I'm going to pursue now. These people actually end up being less happy. So we're always told happiness is a good thing. But then if we get up in the morning and say, I want to pursue happiness, happiness is important for me, we actually end up less happy. So what do we do about this? The answer is that we need to pursue happiness indirectly. Let me explain this through a metaphor. Let's say I walk outside and it's a lovely sunny day, and then I look up at the sun. What will happen to me if I look at the sun directly?
My eyes hurt.
It will burn my eyes. It will actually hurt me. However, what if I look at the sun indirectly? Let's say I take a prism and I break the sunlight into the colors of the rainbow and then look at those colors. Then I can enjoy sunlight. Not when I look at it directly, but rather when I look at it indirectly. It's the same with happiness.
소름 끼쳤어요.
동감돼서?
네. 이거구나.
근데 이거 진짜 사적인 질문인데 뭔가 이렇게 약간 동종의 과의 느낌이 좀 있는데 제가 처음 느낀 거는 이렇게 말씀하시는 것 자체를 즐거워하신다는 느낌이 들었거든요. 그러니까 내 생각을 나누고 상대가 이해했을 때 막 즐거움을 느끼고 이런 것도 일종의 그 작가님만의 어떤 행복을 느끼는 노하우 이렇게 저희가 봐도 될까요? 정확했어.
Very much so. You know, a lot of my teaching, I work with other teachers. And one of the teachers came to a few of my lectures and she said, I find very interesting and surprising, is that sometimes you talk about the same topic. So you can talk about the importance of gratitude or the importance of exercise, and you talk about it 10 times. And every time you talk about it, you seem excited and passionate.
그러니까.
And she said, how do you do it? And what I told her was that every time I think about my audience, I think about the people hearing these ideas, sometimes for the first time, and thinking about how this idea can make a difference in their lives. And this is why I have so much passion about what I teach, because it can really make a difference in people's lives, as it made a difference in my life. You know, I became interested in this whole topic of happiness, not because my life was great. It was because I was unhappy.
마치
감동적이에요. 너무 감동적이에요.
음악 같아요.
네.
내 안에 들리는 선율이 나 혼자만으로 있는 게 아니라 다른 사람 이야기 안에서 울림을 줘야지만 의미가 있다라는 말이 다가왔던 것 같아요.
지금 너무 분위기가 좋아요. 삐딱한 질문 하나 이때 좀 딱 던져야지 교수님이 작가님 당황하실 수 있거든요.
왜 당황시켜?
네. 미국은 어떤지 모르죠. 우리나라는 한 대학생 되면 서점가운 막 자기개발,
그러니까
경제, 경영,
이것만 하면 된다.
네, 트렌드 이해 막 행복해 막 이러는데
그러니까 나만큼 해봐 이렇게.
어떤 좀 그런 다른 그 일반적인 자기개발서에서 이야기하는 행복 강요론과 이 작가님의 난 좀 다르다. 요즘 차이, 포인트 이런 게 뭐가 있지 않을까?
Yeah. So if I had to answer your question in one word, it would be research.
아, 연구. 과학이구나.
The difference between a lot of the work that's out there in self-help and new age, and there are literally thousands of books being written every year. Most, not all, but most of them are not based on rigorous
네.
science. Whereas the science of happiness
맞아요.
is.
그렇죠. 개인의 경우.
And that's very important. You know, on the one hand, it's limiting because not every idea that comes to mind and seems to be right is something that I'm going to teach. It rather has to be tested and retested. And I always say that the science of happiness rather under-promises and only say things that I'm certain about, where there has been a lot of research on, that I know that actually work.